we can't not talk about the brawl that happened over the weekend in the Laois County Championship. I'm just going to bring it up here. Like, I think most people know it's fairly ugly stuff, but we might as well just have it up here with the sound intentionally turned off for this one. But it just doesn't make for pretty viewing when you see people getting involved like this, Michael.
No, it really doesn't. Like, there's obviously you can see there's people like coming down from the stand into the row, and I think one of the individuals, he definitely appears to be throwing punches and then appears to be dragged onto the pitch as well. Just really, really messy scenario. That was a full time, I think, of Killeshin and Arles. I think it was Arles-Killeen the other day. I think it was 117-15 after extra time. Arles are gone down into a relegation playoff, whereas Killeshin are through to round 3. And obviously it's big stakes game, but there's just really no excuse for anything like that to happen. And particularly, spectators are not long back at games. And to see that sort of crack happening, you'd kind of be wondering, should spectators be at some of these games at all in that case? Particularly, obviously, it was a local derby, and tensions boil over. Whatever happens on the pitch happens on the pitch, but it's inexcusable for anybody to come down and get involved in a game. You're a spectator of a game. It's inexcusable to get involved in the game. You have nothing. You've no purpose there, only just to look at the match and shout and roar and do whatever you want. But that's that.
Yeah, it's horrible to see. It really is. Like when you're on the field and you're in the thick of it, now and again, tempers boil over and lads will hit a dunt. But I mean, that's somewhat more, like, no one's saying you should do that, but like that's somewhat more understanding because you're in the thick of the action. And if you're playing Gaelic football, there's a bit of hand-to-hand combat going on all the time. You're pushing, you're shoving, you're bursting into each other. The blood is up. If you're on a hurling field, you both have, weapons in your hands. So you can understand how now and again it'll boil over on the field. But for spectators to be getting involved, I just don't understand it. I mean, there are times when you might look in and let's say your brother or cousin, whatever, let's say it's a young lad, gets hit by an older player or whatever. You can understand how someone might go in or want to go in. I'm not saying that it's necessarily excusable to go on the field, but you can understand it. But like some of what we saw there is just, it's just nasty. It's regrettable. You can see there being consequences to doing that.
You sounded like a statement from the Dublin County Board there. It's a regrettable incident. Wish it didn't happen. Both players will have had an honest and frank discussion, and they're both looking forward to resuming their county players.
I hear you. If you enjoyed this piece of content, please follow us on YouTube by hitting the subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner of the page, which helps the channel grow. And if you want audio podcasts, go to patreon.com/ourgame.